We're going to do an update on the Crossen combustible cartridge forming system. Like I said in the other video, I really didn't do much because the individual was upgrading it, and if you see here, he sent a new crimp block that is, I guess, laser printed out of plastic material, and he also sent another form to cut out the paper templates. Now, as far as I've gone until the sight fell off my one gun, I found that the hairdressing paper didn't quite burn up, even though it was unnitrated and very thin. I don't know about cigarette rolling paper. But, so what I'm using is the nitrated coffee filter paper. And this here seems to work a little bit better. And see, I had to stop. I fired one. I had two different types of paper. I fired one and did not quite get a chance to try out these coffee filters. So how this is all working is pretty well. Okay, out of all the systems, it's not that the other ones, like just the basic mandrels and that, are not good. It's just this kind of deluxe system he has here, you know, makes it kind of easy. We'll go over here to the bullets. Let me get that back. So yeah, he tweaked the design a little, and he does give you all these neat little things there. I'm going to go back further. There we go. To where you got your bullets in the tray here. Pick up your bullet, the little tool, your gluing station. It does put a nice even bevel of glue on there. Just wipe the base off. And these kind of came out a little bit on the long side for some reason. Come on. Push that sucker down in there. Yep, these are coming out a little long, and then this crimps it. A little bit of a tail in there where it gets between the blocks. I give it another little crimp, and then we can remove it with the tool. I mean, this is, and there we go. The body's a little long for the 24 grain load, but it comes out very firm. Really not that many wrinkles. Very firm cartridge. And then we just set it here to dry. Then later on, I'll just go and put a little lube on them, and away we go. Okay? Out of all the other systems, this one here is fairly easy. Once you get used to it, get into it, he updated it. It's pretty easy to use. Like for me, it's not that terrible, my bad hand. And it puts a lot more uniformity into making the cartridge, where if you just use the mandrel, you'd have to take it up and roll it in your fingers, and for me it's a bit on the difficult side. And the only thing you have to do is you make sure, bend back, that your bodies are shaped well. These all came out a little on the long side. I don't know why. But I'm going to go out, like I said, once I get my front sight formed and shaped on my 1860. We're going to go out and shoot some of these. And what I'm going to try to see is the buildup. What I'm getting worried about is the buildup of the paper, the unburnt paper. In the cylinders when you shoot these things. Here's another one, fairly good. And I'm going to review cappers. We're going to talk about the 1858 Piettas Remingtons. They had some issues with the loading levers and all that other fun stuff. And also capping them. So I'm going to review some cappers. And I was thinking, because of the differences in the fact of the loading lever, I may look into other different types of conical bullets. Now, a lot of people don't think conical bullets are worth the trouble. The round ball is fine for them and their shooting needs. And also making combustible paper cartridges, some people believe that that's also expending a lot of time for something that's unnecessary. So I'm going to try to at least get some of these cartridges out and see how they work in terms of, you know, like 3-4 cylinders worth of them, in terms of the buildup of the paper. And then also I may look into getting bullet molds that, because all of these Colt style molds, that one's going to act up on me now. See, that tube gets caught. And that's what creates some wrinkles. In the cartridge. This one's stuck in there. Yeah, had a wrinkle in there because that bullet pushed the paper down, but it shouldn't harm nothing. And like I was saying, we'll look at some alternatives other than having to dip these. There are other conical style bullets, 36 and 44. They have a huge groove in there for lubrication, which may be another way to do it. That will eliminate the wads and filling the end of the chambers with grease. And you can just take our little vial, dump it in there, drop the bullet on, ram it home, and away we go, which is another alternative way. I'm going to keep working with the combustible paper cartridges and these Aragon bullets, these exact replicas. But there are alternatives in different style bullets which may be a little, a little bit different. Let's see if we can, yeah, it's going to get that past the paper. And then that will crank nice. See, the trick of it is getting your little bodies to the right height. Now that one there was firm, but as you see, the body was way up onto the bullet. I don't think it'd harm anything. I'll just dip it in lube and get it all lubed up. It'll probably shear the paper off. But that's what I got planned. So we'll get out, fire some of these. We're going to try to fill this tray up today, and I'll go work on the pistol and try to get that going. But so far, this system here, this Crossen system, is pretty good. You know, like I said, it's not that the other ones are bad. It's just, for me, a lot more of it's controlled. Got a nicer mandrel, a little bit larger. It just works a little bit better for me. And then we'll go try it out and get an opinion on it. All right, so stay tuned, guys.